Hello, hello. Welcome to 5 Minute Marketing Morsels. I know it's been a minute. I get busy and I forget to broadcast, which is terrible because I want to share all this amazing information with you guys. So I understand that there is a video daily thing going on YouTube or what have you that is designed to get people back into it. I'm late into the game. It's like the 12th, but I'm going to start and do my best to broadcast every day until the end of the month. And so today we're going to be talking about fonts, and I have 5 minutes, now 4.5 minutes to let you guys know. Fonts are a way of painting a picture for your particular graphic design piece. They have a life of their own. They have personality, they have finesse, they have anything that you can think about for adding those wonderful elements and nuances to your graphical design piece. They're the thing that will make or break your whatever you're designing. They can be whimsical, they can be boring, they can be computerized, they can be high tech, they can be poetic, they can be mysterious. They have all of these different character traits. And so whatever type of theme you're trying to portray, your fonts need to be helping out with that. One of the things that I always tell people to do is, first of all, think about legibility, because if you can't read what the information is, you have lost so much of the communication. Most people are not going to sit there for half an hour trying to figure out what you are trying to say. People are in and they're out. And one of the reasons why they get out quickly is because of your font choice. Another reason is typos, but we'll talk about that in another marketing morsel, because content is, of course, important. Your visual stimulation and what you say are tied together. So your fonts help with that. So if you're creating a piece that you want to have a lot of whimsy and fun, you're going to want curved letters. You're going to want a type. You have sans serif and you have serifs. Serifs are the little kind of foot soldiers at the bottom that help readability. But some applications, you're going to want a sans serif font because you want it to be bold and innovative and striking, but you're going to want to use that sparingly because it impedes reading. So you can use that for your headlines. You can use that sometimes for your subtitles, but you don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff, usually, especially when you're designing for print, without serifs, because serifs help people read, okay? You're going to have a different style for online and offline. You're going to have to make sure that it's readable in whatever form that you really, really love. And so fonts, like I said, are such an amazing thing. It creates moods in your thing. And also another thing to watch out for is don't do too many fonts in a piece. Some people use like all of their fonts in one thing. Now, unless you're writing a ransom note, this is probably not a good thing. And so you want to try to stick to probably 2 main fonts. But remember, you can put on bold, you can put on italics, you can use all caps sparingly. You can use something that's small caps, which shows a little bit more finesse. And so there are lots of things that you can do to those couple of fonts that you pick, or even font families. So you want to make sure that they're flowing together. You want to make sure, of course, if you have a flyer, you're going to want some standout fonts that draw people's eye in. But for the things that you want to be readable and easily translatable to people, to communicate things that are where, when, how, and all that good stuff, you want to make it readable to people. And I always tell people when you're designing, and this is not just fonts, make sure you're designing for billboards. And by that, I mean, if you don't catch their eye within about 6 seconds, probably less, you've lost them. And your fonts have a lot to do with that. If someone looks and they look at it and they cannot tell what it says because you've decided to use a script font in all caps, for example, which is insane, please don't do that. They're not going to be able to read it. They're not going to look at it. You might as well have just thrown your money down the commode. So fonts are important. They have personality. They have zest. They're a way to add mystery, flavor, and amazing nuances to your graphic design. So go forth, pick beautiful fonts, create joy in whatever you do, and have a blessed day. I'll see you next time. Renee Purdy, 5 Minute Marketing Morsel.